Not feeling it today. It was one of those days that you just label as discipline. It wasn't fun. Did not. From the second my alarm went off this morning, I was like, it's gonna be a hard session today. Just mentally, you know, it's like sometimes, like yesterday was a big session. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, everything's a little bit sore. But we got it done. And just like that, another Coffee Club Live done. Yeah, so that session this morning, it was, so yesterday I did a bit of an impromptu open workout repeat. It was 20.2 from last year, 20-minute AMRAP, 4 dumbbell thrusters, 2 22.5 kg dumbbells, 6 toes to bar, then 24 double unders. It was quite a good workout for me last year, and it was meant to be like a 4-minute AMRAP and then you rest, doing that trifecta of pain. And I ended up getting to 4 or 5 minutes and just kept going. And I was like, well, let's just test it, see where we're at. It's a good way to benchmark from last year. I improved my score massively from last year, which was great. But then I woke up this morning and having strict pull-ups and push-ups, you know, 2 very simple bodyweight movements, but bodyweight movements that just really tuggy. You know, when you're sore from something like that, they're just sucky. So I got on, did my first set of pull-ups, and I was like, oh yeah, this sucks. Did my first set of push-ups on my knees to just warm my shoulders a little bit more. So it was just one of those ones that was grueling. But now, what, 2 hours on, I'm feeling good. I'm happy that I've done it, because now I ain't got to worry about training the rest of the day. But following day, it's 7:35. And this is reality. This is something that, to be completely honest, I've not done before. Normally, when I have a day where I'm like, oh, fuck it, and turn the camera off, I then just restart the vlog from a new point. Hey, I'm back, new vlog. And I just thought, no, because there's a lot that goes on, and there's a lot behind filming. And sometimes a lot of the reality that people actually want to see and understand and learn from gets covered up because it's not pretty enough, or it's not perfect enough. And you may have seen, obviously, I mentioned about yesterday's session being hard. Let me just, got a new journal, it's going away. And I didn't really fancy it, felt a little bit tired, a little bit lethargic. We all have days like it. It's important to remember that no matter how often you train, how much you love your training and nutrition and blah, 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 progression, you still have crap days. Yesterday was a bit like, I hate to say this expression because it sounds horrible, but a bit in the Brits way, we say it's a bit like flogging a dead horse. It's a bit pointless. And I tried a few times when I last picked up the camera after the Coffee Club Live. I put the camera down, and then within 5 minutes, I'd already done 2 or 3 things that I probably would have filmed or should have filmed, but didn't. And that was the perfect moment, and I realized I'm not gonna vlog today. I just wasn't in the mood. There's days where you just, first of all, the process of putting stuff out, you can't be arsed with it, quite honestly. And sometimes the things that you do and you don't really want to share, you just want to experience. And one of them was, it was not like a hard day as in like really emotional, but it was just, Jax is now just over 2. She's obviously been in her room since 3 months. She's a really good sleeper, blah, blah, blah. She's progressing extremely fast, which I'm gonna encourage it, but at the same time, it's terrifying. I don't want her to grow up so fast. It's just one of those things as a parent. You don't want them to grow so fast, but you do. You want them to be great, but at the same time, you're like, just chill out. Yesterday was one of the days where it was quite fundamental in her development. She'd gone to nursery and her cot's gone. It's legitimate, it's a bed, right? And this sounds really weird to anyone who's not a parent. This might be like, get over yourself. But it's a bed. All the cage rails and stuff, all gone, dropped down, just comes up each side, just looks like a normal single bed. We put in a little canopy with glittery lights and stuff. I'll show you it today. And everything that was originally, this is like parenting 101, you put everything dangerous high so they can't get to it when they're young. And now that she's at an age where she's developing really well, it's not putting the dangerous stuff low, but it's the stuff that we would normally get high to keep out of the way. We've now moved everything down. So she's now got like 3 shelves in her bedroom, which have got her books and her favorite toys and a whiteboard and stuff, bits and pieces, where she can now, I look at her room and say, she can go and happily playing there on her own if she wants to, and she doesn't need us. And that's a really needy thing to say as a parent, but she doesn't. She doesn't need us at all. It's like she can go up there, she can read her own books, she can do her imaginative play, we call it, because there's points in the day that we, I say encourage her to play on her own, because she only gets half an hour to 45 minutes a day maximum of TV, which sounds really regiment, but I don't believe it's healthy. Personally, as a parent, like seeing what she's like once she's watched TV for a prolonged period of time, like when she watches like a whole movie, her brain's like mashed potato, and then suddenly she just goes poof, just off like a rocket. And we're like, I want you to first of all appreciate being able to watch TV and stuff like that, but also use your imagination. Play by yourself, play with your toys, learn to draw, learn to build, learn to have little conversations with yourself and build in your imaginative world. I think that's something that I did a lot as a kid, is not just talking to yourself, but the fact that I used to do a lot of imaginative play. Like I used to have so much fun with just a crowbar and a couple of sticks. Probably not gonna buy her a crowbar, but yeah. And because of that, this space is just, it's lovely to see a space where it's like, you can go and play in there if you want, but I will probably be the parent that's like sticking my head around the corner, just like, if you want me to help and want me to dress up as a princess at the same time, I'm down, I'm there for it. So yeah, we're back to it today. Today's going a lot better. I get up 5:45, I've walked the dog, have my breakfast, and now what I have, I'm not going to show you all my tabs because it's personal. There's no porn or anything on there. It's just because it's personal to my work. I've got all my tabs that I leave open, which people get really stressed with, but I have my personal clients on there first, the one-to-one clients. If you want to know about that, just email below and I'll put the details in there. And then you've got the fitter clients for our TLM training programs. And then I've got both my email addresses that I go to every day. I've got my book script at the moment, manuscript, which a really good friend of mine, Chelsea, is reading through kindly and editing my terrible grammar. And then I've got my email list, and then I've got all the other bits and pieces that I need to check in on every single day. I've just gone through all of those, all the notifications are up to date. I've got my journal, I've started ticking things off for today, and I've had a coffee. Ew, and it's 7:45. Look at that. Little one's still asleep, buzzing. Let's actually have a better day today. There's a few bits and pieces going on. Come along, let's do it. Let's hope for a day that gets completed. All right. Hopefully today gets completed behind the camera. This is now Jax's new room. A little canopy with lights. This is where she can have her little me time and do some reading. We've already read books with her and stuff. So like I mean, everything being down at her level. So she's got a height chart, obviously. And then all of her favourite books and some of her toys, whiteboard and stuff like that. So she can just get to all of this stuff now. It's essentially rendering us useless. But then the big thing is this. This is what I mean. It's not a cot anymore. It's an actual bed. Yeah. Parents out there will know it just feels weird. It's like I'm really excited. I love that she's gaining independence. I want her to be a confident kid. I want her to be very comfortable by herself as well as with others. But there's certain moments that happen where you're like, where did that go? Insane. But yeah, this is her little room. She loves the bloody place. Look at this. Wonderful. Oh, and also, she's got her first proper responsibility here. She does help us clean up and stuff like that and feed Stephen each day, but we actually got her a proper living plant and she's going to learn to look after that properly, so making sure that she waters it properly and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, first little responsibility for her. I love it when I get random deliveries. Another box. Ooh, it's Alpro. The guys over at Alpro, it seems to be like a care package. Oh, it's like a whole recipe and they've sent all the ingredients to be able to make it. That's really cool. So I've got bananas. Oh, wants the mango. In a jar, it looks like it's full of chia seeds and raspberries. I'll get in there. Some Oatibix. Got the actual jar and spoon to keep it in. I hate this. I hate, well, not the actual brand, sorry, but I hate nut butter. I only will ever have it in something. Probably I'll have it in this or like a smoothie where it's not, if it's on toast, not gonna happen. But thank you the guys over at Alpro who sent this over. That's wondrous, thank you very much. So today I have front squats in one simple format. 6 reps, 4 reps, 2 reps, and then I repeat it, 6, 4, 2. But the only thing that I have to change is that the second set of 6, second set of 4, second set of 2 has to be heavier than the first 3 rounds. So it's a case of, you go one of 2 ways here. You're doing 6 sets of work. You can either go really light on the first 6, 4, 2, so 80, 90, 100, and then really save yourself in the second, or you can push the envelope on both. I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna go for my first set. It's gonna be, hopefully, 6 reps at 115, 4 reps at 120, 2 reps at 130. Then I'm gonna go 117.5, 125, 135. Ooh. Final piece I've got now is every 5 minutes, 2 rounds of 15 dumbbell snatch at 22.5 and 15 bar facing burpees. So this is like a pushing the pace test kind of thing where you're gonna have a relatively high heart rate throughout this whole thing, but it's a case of just moving, staying consistent, breathing as much as you possibly can, and trying to, when it's a 5-minute window, you really want to be getting everything done within 4 minutes at the very most, so you've got a good minute to just question life. Got to do that 4 to 6 times, so 20 to 30 minutes. Let's go. That sucked. Oh. I'm having a banana and then I'm going to edit this video because this was my morning, and you will know by now that I have Jax. I'll swap with the wife at lunchtime after she wakes up because she's asleep right now, and then I'll have Jax this afternoon. I don't want to be too preoccupied with her this afternoon. We're just going to play, have some fun. So I'm going to stop the vlog now. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, if you've got anything you want to chat about, put it in the comment box below. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, all that jazz. See you in the next one.